morning, my name is Elliot of WattWerks, and today we are filming an episode of WattWerks Shop Days. On today's episode, I'm going to be cutting and notching some tubing for the bash bars. I'm going to try and pull the EEPROM out of my trans controller. That's not a major to-do list for the day, but if I get around to it, I'm going to do it. But today's focus is cutting and notching tubing. And then if I have any free time left over, I might try playing around with building a prototype aluminum bash bar out of a 6061 aluminum instead of DOM steel tubing. So follow along, and this is going to be today's Shop Days episode. Alrighty, so all these are where am I at? What am I doing? Alrighty, so I got like a 5-foot piece here. I got a few already done from the other day. I got everything set up, and then I remembered that the steel supplier called yesterday and said I had more tubing in. So I'm gonna go run and pick up the rest of, or go pick up my tubing order, unload it, and then I'm gonna get rocking and rolling on cutting and notching tubing. So off to the steel supplier. So I got all my 90s notched. I have a few, they're all cut, 90-degree notches are done. I have a handful of 20-degree notches to do. I'm going to change out my hole saw because this one's kind of worn. It was grabbing a little bit and there was a few sparks coming out. So a sharp tool is a safe tool. So I'm going to put a new hole saw in. These, I like to use the Milwaukee hole dozers. You can get them, they're very available. They're like 12 bucks at Ace, but I use them because you can get them at Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's. They're very available. And with a name like hole dozer, the sexual innuendo is very clever, rather hilarious. So they're funny, available, and okay on price. So I like to use the Milwaukee hole dozer. Remember, always disconnect your drill or de-energize it, so at least unplug it. Same thing with your grinders, always unplug those whenever you're changing grinder disc out or changing bits. Yeah, it takes an extra 10 seconds, but that extra 10 seconds could keep a 1.5-inch hole starting in my hand, and I'd like to keep my hand 1.5-inch hole free, so I always like to unplug things or de-energize them or at least disconnect them from what I'm using before I change out my bits or blades. So tip of the day, hole dozer. So earlier this week I bent all my tubing. I just did these last two bends here a couple minutes ago. Those are for the 318 Ti rear bash bar. Today I cut and notched all the small tubes for the bash bars, for all three bash bars. So I'm building one of each. I'm building a 318 Ti rear bash bar, a E36M front bash bar, and a E36 non-M front bash bar. So I'll have one of each in inventory for the website. Normally I do everything custom built to order, but since I've been getting a lot of requests lately of people wanting them and not wanting to wait the 2 to 4 weeks that I give for making them, I figured I'd keep at least one of each in inventory, and I'm gonna try making a couple more. I got tubing today to make probably 2 more bash bars. So if you want one, I'll have them all in inventory next week, early next week. I just gotta prep them for welding and then weld them out. All TIG welded, of course. Everything's TIG welded, at least in my book. So that's a wrap on Shop Dayz episode 2. My name's Elliot of WattWerks. You can check out my website, wattwerksfabrication.com. You can buy my bash bars there and a bunch of other stuff I make for drifting and rally. Check out my Facebook, my Instagram, at WattWerks. You can follow along in the day-to-day builds and everything I'm working on. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit up a like, watch a few other videos while you're at it, and catch you next time.